Tonight marks 4 years now since a mass shooting at an Orinda house party left 5 people dead and several others hurt.
Yeah, the families of the victims are still waiting for answers. Our Amanda Harry spoke with an attorney representing some of those families. She joins us now live from Orinda with the latest on this investigation. A year, Amanda?
It's been 4 years, actually, and there's still not a lot of answers for those families. The lawyer that represents many of those families says this holiday, it's no longer a time for celebration for those people. Instead, it's a time of sadness and grieving their lost loved ones. Scary images from the night a house party turned into a massacre in Orinda. 5 people were killed and several others were injured when a shooting broke out on Halloween night in 2019.
I went to bed and then middle of the night I heard a bunch of crazy sirens.
Michelle has lived in the neighborhood for 6 years. She says she still remembers that night. The house on Lucille Way near Knickerbocker Lane was rented for just one night through Airbnb. It's estimated more than 100 people were at the party prior to the shooting.
It was a little bit disturbing, but I guess what made me feel a little bit better was the fact that these weren't like people residents here. They were actually Airbnb hosts or guests or whatever, and it was like this like open invite where everybody showed up, so it wasn't like the community of Orinda.
Days after the shooting, Airbnb enacted a policy banning rentals for Halloween parties. This year, they're using AI technology to block high-risk 1 or 2 night bookings over the Halloween holiday. Michelle says in the last 4 years, the neighborhood has went back to its normal quiet state. But for people who lost loved ones in the shooting, nothing is normal. Adante Pointer represents several of the victims' families.
These families are still dealing with the pain. They're still picking up the pieces. You know, this holiday will never be the same for these families. This is not a trick or treat, but a much more solemn holiday around the loss of their loved ones.
The Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office is handling the case. They say there's no update.
The only people who are in position to bring the people who caused this to justice are law enforcement. And I believe the Sheriff's Office was taking a lead in that, you know, despite making several arrests and a big splash, if you will, in media. All of those people were released.
Even after 4 years, this is still considered an open investigation. If anyone has any information, they're asked to contact the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office. In Orinda, Amanda Harry, KRON 4 News.